Hi, my name's Phil Lank. I've been a friend of Gerald Boudreau's for about 35 years or so. We've known each other since we worked together at City Hall. At the time, Gerald was the Director of Parks and Recreation, and I was the Director of Community Development. And because of us working there at the same time, we had an opportunity to collaborate on quite a number of programs and projects for the community. And it was always a wonderful experience working with Gerald. Well, Gerald I've seen Gerald grow over the years, but I've always also seen Gerald remain the same and retain many of the great qualities that he has had since I first met him. And those include such things as an incredible sense of community. Gerald feels and cares for Lafayette as much as anybody that I know, and it's reflected in the work that he does for our community with his Parks and Recreation. It's reflected for the work that he does in Lafayette for the African American community, for the Martin Luther King program. It's reflected in the work that he does with his church, with his civic clubs that he belongs to. It's reflected in just about everything that he does, a very, very strong sense of community. I support Gerald for a lot of reasons. Gerald's probably one of the nicest people you ever want to meet. That's first and foremost. He's got a tremendous work ethic. He's a very, very hard-working guy. When he sets his mind to being involved in something, he wants to do it first class. He wants to do the best possible job that he can, and that is reflected in everything that he's been involved in his professional career at Parks and Recreation, with his basketball refereeing career, with his church, and most importantly with his family. You can see that with his family as well. He's got a first-class family, and that's reflective of Gerald and the type of person he is as well. I'm not a resident of Gerald's district, but I'm a resident of Lafayette. And so whatever happens in Gerald's district for the betterment of Lafayette is going to be helpful for everybody that lives here, and especially for that particular area. And when I was worked at City Hall, I was involved in community development programs that addressed issues and problems in the neighborhoods, what we refer to as the neighborhoods. And Gerald was as well, and that is his district. That's where he grew up. That's where the area that he'll represent, North Lafayette, and there are special needs there that he knows of, that he's familiar with, and that I know that he has the knowledge and the wherewithal to be able to deal with those issues because of his familiarity with them. And those include such things as programs for kids, economic development programs, and other programs that are community development programs that are used for the betterment of the neighborhoods, so that he can address problems and issues in those neighborhoods. And again, whatever's good for that neighborhood, that North Lafayette area, is ultimately good for the city of Lafayette. And in conclusion, if I may have just one final comment, I want everybody to know that I support Gerald Boudreau. I'm a Lafayette business person. I'm concerned about our community. I'm concerned about our future of our community. I'm concerned about the kids in our community. And I can't think of anyone that's more hardworking, more dedicated, has a greater sense of community than Gerald Boudreau. And thus, there's not going to be anybody that's going to be running for senator from that district who can do a better job than he will do.